I guess we fooled them all.
No, they fooled us. They came and then
They came at 4 o'clock and we weren't here. We were actually setting up at 4 o'clock. I was hooking up the power and the water and the sewer, and Miss Barbara was parking the cars, and we just flat out missed it at 4 o'clock. So we thought we'd do a little 30-minute live here to update you on where we at and how we spent our Thanksgiving. And
Full-Time Dream is here.
Full-Time Dream, proud to see y'all here.
Yeah. Sunday used to not be a travel day, but when you started becoming a little more full-time, you get what you can when you can.
Yeah, our past 2 Sundays have been travel days.
Oh, I think more than that.
Yeah.
We've been crazy about it. But I'll try to do better to make sure Sunday's not a travel day. But
out and about on recumbents. Hey, just got back from a nice ride. Proud to hear from y'all. Hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. Saltwater born is here.
Welcome.
I am also saltwater born. Panama City, Florida.
I'm not saltwater born, but I've
grown to love it.
I have. Saltwater reborn or something. I don't know. Adapted. But anyway, yeah, we were traveling earlier, so we were kind of late getting in. But we're happy to have you guys here.
Good to have you here. What few are here, but
we're just watching. So
we're just going to make it short, 30 minutes, and get on out of here. We're not going to give away a $20 Amazon gift card on this Sunday. It's just too hectic. And there they go. They're all disappearing. Numbers are dropping already. Ain't no free handout.
What? No. Yeah, it's been a hectic day, and on top of it, I've got to go do laundry before the crowd gets here tomorrow.
But there's nobody here now.
That's
we woke up this morning. We spent 4 nights across the lake on the other side, on the Alabama side at White Oak Park, White Oak RV Campground, and also a Corps of Engineer campground. And I'll have a video coming out, a real short little video to show you. Sometimes even though only 36 feet long, this RV has a low ground clearance, and some of those sites that ramp straight down and then level off, they come down steep because they're on the shore of the lake. So the lakeside sites all tend to ramp down. They have asphalt, and then they just plane out level to the pad. And we had to we were supposed to be here, and we couldn't get in.
No, that site was
that one was
extremely steep.
It was very steep. It was straight down and then level off. I would have been dragging on both ends or stranded with my wheels off the ground. But we got over to White Oak, and we got to site 69, and I'll be darned if it wasn't. I mean, am I exaggerating when I say the clearance was less than a ½ inch?
No, you're not exaggerating.
In fact, pulling out the rails on the bottom of the bumper hitch drug coming out. Those two little, so it was extreme. Now we're on lakeside here.
Yeah.
But we're up the hill, and we're in a pull through straight off the loop road. So we just slid straight in. No effort. And we're going to be here how long?
30 days.
You're not supposed to say that.
I know.
We ain't supposed to be here 30 days.
But the website allowed me to book.
Allowed you to do it. So we're here.
We're here. We've got Sue from Lucky Dog here. Are We There Yet is here.
RV There Yet?
Yep.
Cool.
Jean's here. Jeannie.
Over the Hill RV is here.
Over the Hill RV. That's John.
Hello, Jean. Hi, John.
So they're starting to come in.
Who is Brian? What is this channel?
Brian is not B&D.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
He's not
because I called Brian John last weekend.
Oh.
He won.
Yeah.
And I called him John. and it was actually Brian.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, we kind of circumvented the system and actually got in here for.
You're only supposed to be here for 14 days, and
Right.
then you have to move. And after, I think, 21 days, you have to get out of the system.
Right.
But we have been in the system since the 18th of November, I think.
Yeah.
About that. And in the system here, Posh Cat Camping is here.
Posh Cats Camping.
You're not late.
Trev and Sue, they are moving all the time. They got some great videos out too. If you want to see how they caravan in the UK, check out Posh Cats Camping, and their videos are well done, and they have a good time, and they take you along, and it's a lot of fun. Posh Cats Camping, do check them out. If you're not already a subscriber to Posh Cats, I don't know what to say about you.
We do have a little bit of a football hangover right now.
Oh gosh.
Kind of late getting up and moving around today. We might have been able to save ourselves a little more time if we had made just some phone calls.
The park really doesn't open. You're not supposed to check in till 4 p.m. Now, with the time change, buddy, if you wait to check in at 4 p.m., you're going to be setting up in the dark.
Yeah, that's true.
So here it is. It's Georgia time.
It's 4:39.
It is 4:40, and it's getting dark.
Yeah.
As you can see behind us, it's getting dark. We had to turn on the lights. Usually, sunlight through the windows is more than enough daylight for our broadcast. But so you're really not supposed to check in till 4. That's what the literature says in the website. Checkout is 3, and the way the holiday weekend went for campers, for most campers, they split yesterday afternoon, and we were in a full park yesterday.
Yes, we were.
I mean, slam full, barbecues, fires, kids running around. I got it this morning, walked outside, and I saw tumbleweed blowing through.
We were the only camper.
We were the only ones still sitting there. In fact, the dude that pulled in next to us only pulled in for a day.
He did.
He pulled in for a day, 2 days.
He pulled in Friday and pulled out Saturday.
And gone.
Yeah, I was surprised because they were kind of set up for the ball game. Anyway, I mentioned we were having a football hangover.
Yes.
Yesterday was the Iron Bowl, and of course I root for Auburn, and he roots for Alabama. But it was a tremendous game, and
well, we didn't show up for 58 minutes of that game.
I agree with that.
And we played the last 2 minutes. We tied it up, went into overtime, went into our second overtime, went into our third overtime. Now, mind you, the Iron Bowl has been played for almost a century. And there has never been overtime in the Iron Bowl.
No.
Yesterday, the Iron Bowl had 4 overtimes. It took 4 overtimes for Alabama to finally win that one. Auburn, they showed up. Backup quarterback limping. They had a backup quarterback because their Bo Nix, their first-string quarterback, has a broken ankle. He was out for the season. It happened, 3 games ago?
Yeah, I think so.
And Finley, what's his name? TJ Finley was quarterbacking for Auburn, and he just not showed us a lot. We really didn't. Auburn fans didn't have high hopes going into that game that it was going to be close, but Finley showed up. Finley played. He limped the whole game, and he played. And
well, he got hurt in the third quarter, and he played it through.
Yeah, they came to play, and we didn't have our big boy britches on yesterday. We finally cinched them up in about the 2 minutes left, 2 minute warning. We scored a touchdown. Then, of course, it went into overtime, and 4 overtimes later, we finally scored and bested Auburn in the Iron Bowl, 14-7. Yeah, that was no, that wasn't the score.
Score was 22-24.
Yeah, 22-24.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, RV there said that I had a dog fan and a Vols fan rooting hard for Auburn yesterday. And on Facebook last night, I noticed that it said, and just like that, hundreds and thousands of Auburn fans have become Georgia fans.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those. I always root for the home team, the state team, and I root for Alabama whenever it's not playing Auburn.
She used to be an Alabama fan
by marriage, but I'm an Auburn fan by college.
Yeah, our son went to Auburn.
But Full-Time Dream says Tide better not be put in the playoffs. They don't deserve it after playing a 6-5 team to 4
I agree.
overtimes.
I agree. We did not show up. We didn't show up for LSU. We didn't show up for Florida, and we didn't show up for Tennessee, and we certainly didn't show up for Texas A&M, who beat us, and they were supposedly unranked at the time. So we're a one loss. We got to play Georgia. Oh my God,
that's going to be a tough one.
You got to play Georgia in a week for the
play them twice.
SEC champ. Well, if we can beat them once, we will probably play them twice.
Yeah.
If when it gets down to the Final Four, if we're still ranked in the top 4, it depends. If we beat Georgia, we'll still be in the top 4.
If you beat Georgia, you'll be back.
If we lose to Georgia in the SEC championship game in Atlanta this weekend,
your season, you'll get a bowl game.
We're a 2-loss, and we will not be in the Final Four. No way. They'll put a 2-loss team in there.
I was surprised for the Buckeyes yesterday. I did not think Michigan would beat them.
That was the game.
That was a good game. And then Auburn and Alabama, only the ending, like you said, the last couple of minutes of the
Coach Harbaugh has not beaten Buckeyes in his tenure at Michigan, and I think he had 6 losses. And he made a statement before the weekend saying, we're going to win or die trying. And they won. They won handedly, too.
They did.
They really did.
I
mean, that was wow. That was a great game.
And we did Michael's a Michigan fan.
Our oldest son, Michael, is a Michigan fan. Well, that road's close, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to have some close roads.
They're right here.
I just hope they don't pull immediately into the one next to us. Wouldn't that be isn't that how it is? You have an empty park and bam, 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 everybody's right next to each other.
Yeah, an empty park, and the one guy that pulls in going to pull right in next to you. But, of course, that's how you meet folks, so... It's not a bad thing.
No,
not a bad thing.
Really a bad thing.
I have never been to a park. We've not had any bad experiences. Our experiences have always been great, and I've never been to a park where I didn't get to know folks on both sides, at least personable, to the point where you're talking to them every morning, or they're asking you what's up, or lending you a hand with something. So we love that.
Yeah, the Ohio State-Michigan game is a lot like the Auburn-Alabama game.
Gene Bainey says, yes, rub salt into the wound.
Just
sorry, Gene.
Auburn does, if they're not having a winning season, that game still is a toss-up because Auburn will do anything it can to ruin Alabama's season.
Well, see, the Southeastern Conference, we eat each other. We consume ourselves. We're usually, I don't know why, talent draw, good coaching, great universities, whatever it is, we're always ending up with 10 or more teams in the top 25.
Yeah.
It seems to run every season. So when you got that many teams up there, and then you start getting into games midway the season, and then rivalry games, and then as we're facing Georgia in our SEC championship game, which counts as a game, although Notre Dame doesn't have to play any conference championships. They get to cruise right on with their schedule. But Auburn could have eaten our lunch yesterday and almost did. Georgia will probably eat our lunch.
We ate your lunch. If we only held on for a few more minutes, a few more plays, we could have kept the game.
If we could just play outside conference, we'd be doing pretty good. But when you start playing inside your own conference, and oh my gosh, we just start eliminating each other is what it is.
And I hate to say it, but I couldn't cheer for Georgia Tech against Georgia yesterday. I would have loved to seen that win, but
Sue said it was a hard day for OSU yesterday. It certainly was. Buckeyes fans, there you go. That's how the football fumbles. And there were a couple of turnovers and fumbles too. So
yeah, a lot of the games. Anyway, but we did. We have a football hangover today and haven't done anything. Matter of fact, we didn't even really turn on the TV. We put on music. We listened to our favorite Christmas album.
A GRP Christmas.
A GRP Christmas.
If you like easy jazz, it's a classic Christmas album. You know all the songs. And
it came out probably in about 86 because that's when we discovered it.
We were living in California at the time, and we'd go out Christmas shopping, and most of the big malls and everything at that time, they would actually not only have Christmas decorations, but jazz ensembles who would play in the malls and outside on the walkways. And that music was just Christmas and jazz. We like it. We've always liked it.
And it's become a family favorite.
I mean, we like our country Christmas and we like our classics, but we love that GRP Christmas collection.
The first one.
The first
one. The best one.
The first one.
And
There have been several since, but that first one.
So we listened to Christmas music this morning as we slowly moved around and tried to get life into our bodies.
I wasn't feeling real good. I was feeling like we lost last night. I felt like we got beat.
You didn't get beat. You just got lucky.
Scoreboard didn't say that, baby.
You got lucky.
When time ran out, scoreboard didn't say it.
Well, no. Time ran out. You were tied.
It says Cincinnati better get in. They deserve it. Full-time dream. I don't know now. I'd see if Georgia beats Alabama, which is highly probable, Alabama's out, and I can see Cincinnati moving up. But Cincinnati's strength of schedule just hasn't been they have played some good football, but they haven't played good football teams.
I would even put Michigan in before I'd put Cincinnati
Well,
in.
Michigan's right up there now, too.
I know. They were 5.
Yeah.
And they beat 2.
They're being considered, obviously.
Yeah, Mary Jones, I understand you just got a notification because we just got here just a few minutes ago.
Yeah,
and we're only going to go until 4.
Yeah,
so.
About 9 more minutes.
Yeah.
So how do we spend? Yeah. Hello, Mary. How do we spend Thanksgiving, baby?
We actually did Thanksgiving dinner a few days early. We went to Cracker Barrel. You can't go wrong with Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
We went to Cracker Barrel.
Now that Cracker Barrel is suffering from these shortages too.
The menu. I mean, their menu is
number one. Their menu, instead of getting 2 menus, breakfast and their main entrees, you now get one slimmed down menu. And
it was the week of Thanksgiving, and I understand it was a Tuesday night, but there was no turkey.
Yeah, that was you.
You could only get turkey on Thursday,
and not because it was Thanksgiving, just because that's their weekly menu.
That's their weekly menu.
So
that was a bit disappointing. But
and I always get the beans and greens.
Oh,
that's pinto beans and turnip greens, and I love them. And I put the pepper sauce on the greens. But in my beans, those pintos, I got to get that chow chow. They come with a little bowl of chow chow and some sliced onion. She come out and announced to me there was no chow chow. And I'm like, but you sell it right out there in the country store. You got, what do you mean you got no chow chow? You can buy the Cracker Barrel chow chow in a jar out in the country store, but they didn't have any. So, I mean, they had it in the country store. They didn't have it in the kitchen. So it just wasn't the same. If I don't have the chow chow and the beans,
It wasn't the same.
Wasn't the
But
same.
we spent it with our two of our sons and our daughter-in-law.
Right.
So we got to spend it with them because we had to work around their work schedules and stuff
Mm-hmm.
and all that. So we had Thanksgiving dinner on Tuesday night because, you know, family first. And then Thanksgiving Day, JW and Elizabeth got off work early.
Came to see us.
And they came to see us. And so we cooked on the grill.
Cooked on the grill, sat around the fire, had a big fire going. Full-time dream. Mary Jones says, I love their dumplings. They are good. Not Mama's, but they're not bad. Full-time dream said, but they beat everyone they had to play. Ohio State and Alabama are going on past reputation this year. Neither team is as good as they are made out to be. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. We came into the season ranked number 1, and we're still ranked number 3
until Tuesday.
And we'll see where we are headed into the SEC championship game. But Bryce Young is a talented young man, but he's been flustered and he's had no protection. Our offensive line is just not of caliber this year. And that's going to be because of the defensive line of Georgia. That's going to be a slaughter during the SEC game.
It's going to be tough.
Now I'm still going to pull for him. I'm going to root right to the end, and my puppy dog will probably leave me, and Miss Barbara will divorce me. She threatens every year because I get seasonal Tourette's. When I sit down in front of an Alabama ball game and it ain't going well, I suffer Tourette's real bad, real bad.
You may have to set up a TV outside.
Yeah, and then the other campers will get annoyed and they'll remove me from the park. And Barbara goes, "Hey, it's a win-win." Barbara goes, "What's wrong with that?" Sir, we're going to have to ask you to leave the park. There's children here. This is a family park.
They'll hear you from outside if you were in the RV, they'll still hear you. That's how loud you get. So anyway.
So yeah, we're here for the long haul.
We are. We're here till we're at this one site for 30 days.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to, but the computer let me. And I now it does have a little note in there that you can stay longer than 14 days if the regional manager allows it. So since I got on the website, as far as I'm concerned, the regional manager allowed it.
But
Michael and Shelley are here.
Oh, I thought you were pointing out the window, and I was like, what? Michael, Shelley, and Talon. Good to see y'all. Hey, everyone. Proud that you're here. So the whole family's here. Gene Bainey and Shelley and Michael and Talon.
So, yeah.
I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving.
So anyway, we're here for 30 days. When we checked in, they did tell me that they wrote on there the 18th, which was the original day we were supposed to leave this site. And I didn't argue with Montes.
So we ain't fooled the system yet. Our tag is only good to the 18th of December.
Yeah, but we're here.
Well, and you're saying that that possession is 8/10 the law, huh?
And I have an online reservation for this spot for the 18th through the 28th.
Yep. So, Michael, Shelley, where did y'all spend Thanksgiving?
Gosh, I don't know.
Well, you don't have to tell us exactly where, just what hemisphere. Are y'all
you guys
still over on the West Coast or working your way back to Middle America, or where are you at?
Knowing them, they found some family to be with.
Oh, yeah.
They have done an amazing amount of travel.
I'm certainly
really impressed with all that you guys have done. Hugs to Talon, of course.
Absolutely.
That's what Gene said.
Our dog, our lab, Cody, let us know today that she is tired of traveling in the back of that car because we have been towing the Jeep, but she's been driving her car since we're just going back and forth across the lake.
Doctor's appointments.
And we need 2 vehicles because I'll be going to do some contract work and she'll have a vehicle here. So Cody has been riding in the back of the car. and she had a little incident, a little belly burp.
A big belly burp.
She threw up in the back of the car. She's fine now. She's crashed out. Travel day is over. She does not like travel days.
Michael and Shelley said that they're in Abilene, Texas with their daughter and son-in-law.
Texas.
Abilene. And they'll be in Mississippi next month.
Abilene.
Next month, we're working our way down to Key West.
I've ever seen, not next month. That's December.
Okay.
January.
All right. I'm on my December.
She's on the calendar. She's easing out of December into January. So she's already on Trip Wizard. She's already starting to map it.
I got us down to Key West.
You got us all the way down the Gulf Coast to Key West.
Yes.
And a lot of stops in there for a lot of folks. We can't wait to see all you folks out there. All of them we can catch down in Florida. We've got, both sides of Florida, the Atlantic side and the Gulf side. And we hope to stay in Key West for about a month.
About a month, and then we'll be heading back up, this time on the Atlantic coast, and then come across. So, we'll be heading to Tampa in January too. So we'll see you in January.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Well, all right, folks, our time is up. We got started late, but we had as many as 16 people in the room checking out a late live stream, only 30 minutes long. We had just arrived, so that's why we were delayed. We were still setting up at 4 o'clock. And but we hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and we hope to catch you again before Christmas. We should be back on a fairly regular schedule and do a full hour next weekend, because we'll be here and we won't be traveling.
Yes, and it'll be the day after the SEC championship game. So
yeah. No, that's on a Monday night.
No, it's not.
It's always on a Monday night. They schedule them for Monday nights.
The SEC championship?
SEC championship game is on Monday night.
Okay. Well, then we'll be fine.
Or, wait a minute, it's a national championship game.
I
national championship game is on Monday night. It's weird. It's not inducive to a great party.
That's right.
But we will see you next weekend, and we hope you have a great week. We're going to be busy this week with appointments and contract work and other stuff.
Yeah. Got a few things we got to get done.
But at least we ain't got to move the RV. You have a great Sunday evening and a great week. We love you guys.
Absolutely.
And until we see you again, fair winds and following seas. Bye, y'all.